Hi, welcome to tutorial number 11, and in this module we're going to briefly cover how you can track money with Life is a Strange Thing. So the way we get there is we go to Tools and then Money, and this will pretty much bring up this window here. And let me just say a few things about what this is and what it is not. So this is obviously not a full-fledged financial management software. For example, I myself use Quicken to keep my accounts up to date and track all these things. This is more to reflect on what you spend. Of course, you can also do this with Quicken or other money management software. I just find writing down your expenses and collecting them once a month is easier. Doing it in a simple format here, and really it is one place we can track this thing. I find Quicken quite overwhelming. You can do budgets and all this kind of stuff. I'm just more interested, in broad categories, what I spend, for example, every month on groceries, right? So let's briefly step through how you would do that. So the first thing you would do is set up your fixed expenses, right? And you can either pick something from the list here, and if it's not on the list, you can just add it here manually. So let's say one thing we pay monthly is rent, so let's say that's 900, and as you click this goes over here, and you see also here at the bottom pretty much totals this to 10,800 a month, and obviously month is 900. Alright, so as you go through here you can add more expenses, right? So you could say let's say liability insurance would be maybe an annual payment. Let's say that's $100. Right, put this over here, and you see it's getting recalculated here. And you can add all kinds of other things. And the guideline here is you would really put on here fixed expenses that are pretty much the same every month, right? So you could say, for example, a home phone could be something here as well that you pay monthly. Let's say it's like $30, right? And let's see if you have a cell phone category in here, right? So cell phone is like $50 monthly, right? And of course, there's some things that may be the same every month, like utilities, or you want to track them on a variable basis, right? So that you make that decision here. So let's just stick with these couple expenses here. And then you can say, so what variable expenses do I want to track, right? So you could say, one in here could be a car payment. Let's actually remove this. Let's say utilities, right? Let's say that would fluctuate over time. So let's say, our electric bill and our gas bill we want to track here. Then you could say what else fluctuates: groceries, right, entertainment, and so on, right? So you pretty much add these things here, and then similarly on the income page, right? So I added one here previously. Let me just remove that. So let's say we get a monthly paycheck. So let's say it's 2,500. Oops. Actually, let's say this would be salary, right? Monthly 2,500, and then with the income you can also, if you want, put in the tax rate. So let's say a tax rate is 30%, right? So it shows here 2,500 per month with a monthly tax rate. So it shows you the annual net, right, which is pretty much 30,000 minus 30% taxes, monthly net, daily net, right? So let's say that was our only income. Of course, you can add a couple more here. And then you can say what is variable, right? So let's say, let's say you're on a commission plan. Say you want to track a commission here as well. So that's pretty much what you set up, and you should pretty much just set this up. Have to set this up once. And now what you do is every month you pretty much record your expenses, right? You can record your variable expenses, but also, of course, your variable income, right? So let's say I want to do this for 2012 and for January. Then you just go into these cells and say, okay, I spent $300 for entertainment, $250 for groceries, $120 for electric, and $20 for gas. And then let's say I got a $250 commission, and here again you can enter the tax rate, so let's say 30% as well. And then as you save this, what this will do, it pretty much tabulates everything, right? So you see the variable expenses total 690, fixed expense that should be 988 per month. See, that's what we got here. And so this is the total expense for the month. You see the variable income here, the 250 minus 30%, so it's $175. The fixed income is $1750, so our total income was $1925. So the cash flow is a positive 246, right? And let's say you want to do this for February again. So you can either leave this here, you just press new, it will just reset that, and then say, okay, this month we spent, say, $450 on entertainment and $650 on groceries and $110 on electric and $15 on gas. And let's say our commission is 0. We save this here. So you see now we have in this month a negative cash flow of $463. And then if you click on here, you pretty much can see a chart of this as well. And this is done the same way like the charts we saw in the previous module, right? If I move this out of the way here, so you can see this one shows my expenses over time, right? So see here, like in February I had expenses of close to $2,000, right? And in January around $1,700. Let's see if that matches here. Yes, it does. If you want to have the diagram in the other shape or sort it differently, just click on the month here and then you do chart again. And so now you get them in more chronological order, right? And as you do this for a couple of months, you can pretty much see here, you know, how your expenses go, where you, in which categories you spend your money. And I personally find this quite useful. Like I said, this is not extensive like you do with professional management software, but I spend about 10 minutes every month to go through my expenses. And not only do I keep all the records here in one place, it also forces me to really sit down and review my expenses in broad categories and identify savings. You know, some month I may see, hey, I spend way too much money on going out on an entertainment and things like that, and this just provides a very easy way to do that. And again, like we covered in the previous section about reporting, there's only this one report in here right now, so we do plan to put more report about income expenses in here. And again, we're looking for your feedback, right? So use this module like you use the other modules, right? And then send us feedback on what you would like to have added to this module. And this pretty much concludes the management module here.